Before I get to the intelligent individual I will be debunking today, I would like to say a few things. First of all, Gigarams YT, you had your moment in the spotlight. I've responded to your video. You can stop spamming my comment section now. If you keep spamming, then I'll be forced to mute you from my channel. That isn't something I want to do. I don't want to block people from criticizing me like other people do, such as JTech TV. I don't want to be part of that group. I don't want to be categorized into that. I've never muted or blocked anyone from my channel, but if you continue to spam, if you're watching this Gigarams YT, which you probably will, if you're gonna comment, just stop spamming, please. Like, 1 or 2 comments is fine. If you're applying to someone, and go ahead, but you've made so many individual comments. My video on you now has more comments than it does views. You need to stop. Get a life. Alright, now that we're done with that, thank you everyone for subscribing. I have 365 subscribers. That is 1 subscriber for every day of the year. So every day I will be going to your house and giving you a hug to say thank you. If any more people subscribe though, then the trip will have to be cancelled. And last of all, I would like to apologise because it has been 7 weeks since I've uploaded. Probably closer to 8 weeks by the time I get all my lines recorded, rendered the video, made a thumbnail, all of that garbage that, you know, you have to do if you want decent content. Unlike the person I'm responding to today. But anyways, without further ado, sorry for wasting your time, whatever. Back with another video, easy peasy. Sorry for this guy's camera quality. I can't change it. If you want to moan about it, moan to him, not me. Also, this guy's description and comment section are a complete and utter joke, but we will respond to that after the actual response video is over.
This is an opinion.
This is factual information. Also, that, like, finger gun thing, it was kind of cringe.
This is an opinion.
Now, you're probably asking yourself, should I get a console or a PC? Now, if you ask me, if you're thinking, like, you want to just play a game, you don't care about graphics, you don't care about FPS, you just want a game that runs on anything, and you're looking at the money side of it, like how cheap, how expensive, I'd say get a console.
No, not really. I'm not. And I doubt many people will go to you for advice, seeing you completely base your information off BS and opinions. But let's just say I am. I'm like, maybe I should get the Xbox One, which is playing games at 1080p, 30 FPS, sometimes even 720p, or an Xbox One X if I want to spend some extra money, maybe a Switch, if I want that garbage Pokemon Sword and Shield game that's coming out. Like, come on, Game Freak, the animations are the ones on the 3DS, like, that's so stupid. I didn't actually know that until someone made a video on it. The link to that's in the description, because I thought it was quite interesting. Or maybe I want a PlayStation 4, which, just no, I don't want any of these consoles. And even if people are looking for consoles, the next generation are coming out soon. Shouldn't they just wait till then to get a console or PC because the parts are cheaper? Also, you can see this guy's Xbox One games in the background, so we already know what side he's rooting for.
In this case, consoles are better than PC, because if you think about it, a console is all the basic parts of a good PC, a gaming PC, put into one neat little package.
This is a stupid argument because PC's only advantage isn't the graphics and FPS. And what's even dumber is that you think consoles are cheaper than PC. Alright, so on Amazon.com, which I am using purely because it's probably where a lot of people buy consoles from or whatever, I could go to other websites, but we just can use Amazon in this example, I guess. I'm not signed in. Okay, good. The Xbox One S, 1TB console, just why it's not a bundle, like a Fortnite bundle or whatever. $206.20. It is cents, right? I'm not American. Or $216 when it's full price. And then the Xbox One X, just the default 1TB console, is $364 at the moment, but its full price is $500. At least I assume this little bit is its full price. I don't use Amazon too often, okay? Don't yell at me if it's the old price or something. I don't know. It didn't tell me when I clicked on it, man. But if we go over to YouTube, there are tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of videos. If you just type up $200 gaming PC or $500 gaming PC into YouTube, you can always like filter it for this year if you want. If you want like a recent build, you don't want an old build. Because there have been new parts, new sales, new prices, all of that. But if we go back to just how it normally is, it normally says the results, but they're just not here for some reason. I don't know, but look at all of these PCs. There are so many. Even if you go to something like this month, there are builds. Look, this one made 3 weeks ago, 200,000 views because people want cheap PCs. And there's nothing wrong with getting a cheap PC. I would say a $300 PC is still a pretty good build, you know? This 250, 600, YouTube, no, I want 200, but whatever. This isn't proving my point. Whatever, just do it from like this year or whatever, or like just type something more specific. I don't know, YouTube doesn't like me. But if you want a more powerful thing like an Xbox One X, which is normally $500, you can type up $500 gaming PC, and then there are a lot of videos on $500 gaming PCs. But there are videos, there are lots of videos. There's one. And if you filter it to like this month, YouTube, come on. There we go, $500 gaming build. You can go onto any video, you can look at the specs, or you can watch the whole video. And you can look up the specs, see if they're any good, see what they add up to, in case the prices have changed or whatever. This guy's provided Amazon links to the RAM and everything. $20 for 4GB of DDR4. Where's the speed? 2666. And a $500 build. Just from this guy's video, I could have looked at others, but I just picked a random one. We go to the GPU, RX 570. Fun fact, I was actually going to get this graphics card, but I built my PC back in when it was in the mining era, so I had to get a 1060 instead, but it doesn't matter too much. I could have waited, but whatever. £140 or 260 normally. We're going to it was dollars and now it's pounds. I'm sorry. This guy did UK link. Oh wait, there's US link. Whatever. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But yeah, look at all these parts. It looks swanky. Then at the end, look at that. That looks flashy. And it has a side panel. That's gorgeous. And RX 570 is a monster GPU. So you're not missing out. This one was only made a month ago. $200 budget gaming PC build. Parts use CPU. That's a pretty decent CPU. Motherboards. He's linked 2 different ones. CPU cooler, graphics cards. He's recommended 2 different ones. The RX 470. This is eBay, so yeah, it's a bit different with eBay, to be honest. Like, so you don't get warranty or anything on eBay, so I don't. You could go for used parts, you would save a lot of money, but personally, I would buy it from Newegg or Amazon or anywhere where you can actually get a warranty for your parts in case something goes wrong. But yeah, console gaming is definitely cheaper than PC. PC gaming is just too expensive, you know. It's just too expensive. And by the way, those builds weren't including the very large prices of console games, paid online, additional controllers, etc, etc. So really, if you're going to get an Xbox One X, for example, you're going to pay $500 for the console itself. It's going to come with a controller. And then you're going to have to pay $60 for Xbox One Live Gold, whatever. I've forgotten what it's called, okay? I'm sorry. And then you're going to have to spend $20 to $60 on every game you buy. Let's say you buy 3 games, that's what, $60 to $180? So you could probably build an $800 PC, which would smash, it would destroy every console on the market currently. It would tear it a new arse crack.
And they're not overpriced.
Did you just say consoles aren't overpriced?
Like, my Xbox cost 150 quid.
Really? Did you buy it from eBay? Or Spock? Or Wish or something then? Because I looked on Amazon for a little while and I couldn't find any Xbox One that was less than $200. So you're either lying or you bought it second hand, which you can also do with PC parts. And I wouldn't recommend buying second hand of either PC parts or consoles, because you don't get warranty for them, so if something goes wrong, which happens the odd time on both platforms, then you're kind of screwed, you just lost a lot of money. So I would say go with new parts from Amazon, Newegg, etc, etc.
I know someone that got a PC for 1,000 quid.
Okay, your friend, who may or may not exist, let's be real here, built a PC for 1,000 quid, which means Great British pounds for all you Americans. I say quid all the time on Discord and everyone gets so confused, so that's what it means. Now I can link them this video every time they ask so I can get loads of views. But just because your friend built a £1,000 PC, which is $1,250 for all you Americans, but if you use euros or something, just convert it on Google or something. I can't be asked to go through all of the currencies. But just because your friend built a £1,000 PC doesn't mean that you have to spend £1,000. I would recommend that you spend a bit more on a PC than you would on a console, because games are cheaper and you don't have to pay for online or any of those things, and also it saves you from having to upgrade in the future. Not that you have to upgrade, but if you want to play a game at a certain refresh rate or with a certain amount of settings on, whether it's medium, high, ultra, then you're going to want to upgrade very early on if you don't spend a huge amount on your PC. So I'd always recommend that you spend 500 to 800 pounds, dollars, whatever on your PC, but that's just me, that's what I did. It's completely up to you.
Really, it raises an eyebrow, doesn't it?
I wouldn't know, because I can't see your eyebrows because you have a hat on indoors. Sorry if you can hear those dogs, by the way. There's a bunch of dogs barking outside of my house, and I can't close my window because I have a dog myself, and she is so hot in England here. England's like known for being cold, but she's boiling, man. So I need the window to be open. I'm sorry.
Now, I'm not saying to go buy a console. If you want to splurge your money, if you want to spend a little more.
Yes, if you want to spend a little more, you can, but you don't have to spend a little more for a PC. In fact, you can spend less than you spend on a console. You could probably build a PC for $100 or something. Sure, it won't run games very well, but the option is there. And that's why loads of people get into PC gaming. It's the money saved, it's the freedom, it's the options. And us as humans and Greninjas, I'm not David DeFranco, I don't discriminate against myself.
I messed up. I'm a human being, just like you.
We like having choices, we like having options, we like being able to have as much or as little freedom as something gives us.
Get a PC? I don't care.
Yes, you do. You wouldn't have made this video if you didn't care about people buying PCs.
But if you take my advice and you're doing the thing where you're looking on the money side of it and you just want something that runs something, get a console.
I mean, if you're that much of a casual gamer, I would argue that you buy a PC. Buying a console which you don't use very often would be quite an investment, as when you buy a console, you just get a console. Sure, it comes with Netflix, Skype, Discord, etc., but you have nowhere near as much freedom and control as you do on a PC. On PC, you have any app in the world you can download. And on PC, you don't have to pay for online. If you don't play games very often, then paying $60 a year is going to get very, very annoying. Because $60 a year for only a couple hours worth of gaming isn't going to be worth it to a lot of people. So they're either going to have to just suck it up and pay $60 for not much gameplay, or only play single player games, which some people are fine with, some are not. Some find it frustrating or whatever. And if you're a console gamer who does not like the aspect of paid online, I would recommend that you go to PC, because you can use controllers, you can use emulators to play console exclusives, etc. You can use PS Now and Microsoft Store to play Xbox and PlayStation exclusives. So I would recommend that you go for a PC.
And you may say, like, oh yeah, I'm going to miss out on all the PC exclusives. So, there's still good games on console. It doesn't matter at all.
I could use that exact same argument against the consoles. If someone's like, oh, but I really like the console exclusives, I don't want to miss out on them. And I just say, so, there's good games on the PC. It's the exact same thing, but except there are more PC exclusives, there are more genres on PC, there's a wider variety of exclusives, and when emulators come out for consoles, we can play your exclusives anyway. You just made an argument for the PC.
Oh yeah, also if you're one of those people that just says, hey, this console is better than the other, you can't change my mind, they're all the same.
Of course someone who is on the inferior console would say that. You wouldn't hear a PlayStation gamer say that, because the PlayStation is objectively better than the Xbox, because it has better hardware. You could argue that the exclusives on Xbox are better, but they're also on PC, and that is a subjective statement.
You have no jurisdiction to say that.
What does jurisdiction mean? Do you mean justification? I'm not doing this to be petty, I legitimately have no clue what you just said.
You have that PS4 is basically the same as Xbox. Xbox is basically the same as PS4. To an extent, both of them are the same as a PC.
What? No, they're not. The only similarity is that they play video games. They are completely different. PC has more options, they have more genres. You can't even really compare consoles to PC.
So, like, there's no point arguing. This is a very short video, just wanted to make this little thing about my own opinion. Hope you take it to your own advantage. Thanks for watching.
I feel sorry for anyone who took your opinion seriously when they watched this video. Oh my god, 10 likes? 10 people actually enjoyed this video, oh my god. What are you drinking? It looks like coffee or something, but it's in like a plastic oversized bottle. What is that? I don't know what that is, and I don't think I want to know. Right, the video is over. His video comment section, description, etc. are just as mind-numbingly awful as the video. If we read his description, it simply says, literally my opinion. Don't bite my head off, please. Thanks. I've gone over it before, why opinion doesn't mean that you can just state BS. I've gone over it before, I can't be bothered to go over it again, it's just gonna get repetitive. Just watch my other videos if you don't understand. I don't have the mental capacity to re-explain myself. And then if we go into his high IQ comment section, the comment he pinned is from some Splatoon fan art PFP or whatever, and they say, all the consoles are just good for gaming, you know, cause not all us gamers have epic gaming PC. Thank you, wife. Very cool. So you can tell this kid's like 8. I don't know why they called him wife. I'm not sure if that was autocorrect. If it was, autocorrect didn't change any of the other misspellings. They did, and he hearted it, pinned it, and replied, this, to be honest. Really? This is the comment you pinned? It just makes yourself look more stupid than you already look. This man comments, consoles equals gaming PCs, but cheaper. Which, just no. Just no. Just stop. And this guy rightfully comments, issue with consoles is the fact that they upgrade every so often. PS3 to PS4, etc. So you got to spend more quid. And then the creator of the video replies, yeah, truth. But you could always, like, go on eBay or some shit and get one for a cheap price. Because I know Xboxes don't go for £150. Which, first of all, that basically means you, like, lied in your video, because you never said that you got it second hand or anything. And even if you use eBay or something as a way to defend yourself, you can buy PCs, PC parts, peripherals, monitors, etc. on eBay or any other similar website or app. Which I replied, but you could also get a gaming PC or parts on eBay for a cheap price as well, question mark. That was 3 weeks ago. That was when I started making this video. Then I got lazy. Still no response. And then someone in the comment section called Night Owl, who I agree with to an extent. Some things they say I just don't agree with. But in general, I do agree with a good chunk of the comment. But anyways, he comments, right, consoles are better because they are cheaper. You better be kidding. Consoles have paid online that most games nowadays is required to even play the game, and the rest of you are missing out on so much if you don't. Consoles also a royalty fee for devs just to put their game on the market, which they pass on to their customers. No PC market has this royalty fee, which is not true. A lot of PC DRMs have a royalty fee. It's just nowhere near as much as Sony and Microsoft charge. And they only charge after the game is sold. Let's say for argument's sake, we are getting Xbox Live Gold at $55 a year, and 4 games a year, with a minimum of an extra $20 per game for royalties, and this is being very generous. I would not say an extra $20 per game for royalties. Like, just no, like, you can buy it digitally and all that. Over 6 years, the Xbox Live comes to $330, and for a total of 24 games, you're paying an extra $480 extra. That's a total of $810. And while in the same time, you could probably need a graphics card update and probably RAM and hard drive, which will be around $250. I just completely disagree. I don't know how long you've been PC gaming for, dude, but you don't need to upgrade every couple of years. You don't. You can literally use a card until it breaks after years and years and years if you really want to. But most of the time, like 99% of the time, people upgrade because they want to, not because they have to. That's still an extra $560 over the course of the console generation. That money could be put instead spent up front instead giving you a budget of say $1,000 to build a beast of a PC. All of this is assuming that the console doesn't shit itself. Red Ring of Death, anyone? You could get far better for far less on the PC. Now, I agree consoles do have a habit of breaking, but as do PCs. Both break, I would say, just as often as each other. But then, the creator of the video has the cheek to just reply, K. And then, presumably his friend says, K then, who writes a long comment? And it's not even that long of a comment, I don't know what he's on about. And then Night Owl replies, I corrected all the stuff in the video. It took a little bit to explain it. This is not long. I have corrected half-an-hour videos where every point was wrong. It is important. The basic fact is consoles cost more to own than a $1,200 gaming PC, and I challenge you to prove otherwise. Then I tagged the first person to reply to this, who was also the creator of the video. You're the perfect example of a console peasant. Spit out bullshit and then can't repel someone's argument. And then Zero just replies, K then. Which... really? And Night Owl replies to me saying, I agree with TUF here. I see this all the time. People who don't want to believe I'm right but can't think of a way to counter it. But I wouldn't say that he is completely right. He does have the right idea, but things like Red Ring of Deaths being over-exaggerated and you need to upgrade your PC every couple of years, I completely disagree with, and it's just not true. But that is pretty much the whole comment section. Thank you all for watching. I've been ItsTUF. Leave a like if you want, maybe subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I tweet there sometimes. Goodbye, everyone.